This is the digital AV adapter from Apple. If you don't know what that means, it's basically a Lightning to HDMI adapter. And if you don't know what that means, it's the only way to mirror your iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch's display onto a TV. Or at least, I think it's the only way to do this. At the time I needed one of these, I couldn't find any affordable third-party alternatives. And as of this video, I still can't find anything Lightning to HDMI-ish. So if you guys know of any third-party Lightning to HDMI cables that are affordable, let me know so I can get one and possibly review it. Continuing on, this very simple product is explosively expensive, coming to you at an explosively high price of $49. For such a simple product, this is really expensive. Unfortunately, this is Apple we're talking about here. You're basically paying that extra $40 for the brand name. Through the unboxing, you're going to find three things: two useless pieces of documentation that pretty much no one reads, and the thing you actually want. With all honesty, my first look at Apple's digital AV adapter literally made me say, what the beef is this? For some reason, I've expected something much bigger than this thing, considering how expensive this palm-sized adapter actually is. And if you've never seen it before, you'll get the same feeling as well. Now let's talk about something really quick. Let's say this product is priced at $49 flat because you are paying $40 for the brand name. So that leaves you with $9 and three things you get right out of the box. Two out of those three things that you'll never honestly care about. So 9 divided by 3 is 3, meaning you pay $3 each for both pieces of documentation and another $3 for the actual adapter itself. $3 is honestly how much this product would be worth, considering the quality of the device on your first look. We all know how not durable Apple's Lightning cables are, especially if you've been a generic iPhone user for about a year or two now. Since I've had experience with the material used in these cables, I'm just assuming that it'll break after about 3 months of usage. Unsurprisingly, most of my friends have actually broke their adapters after a few months of constant use. Fortunately, I am very careful when it comes to handling my stuff, so I still have mine. But being careful does not fit the description for a lot of people out there. No offense. On the positive side, the device does look and feel nice to an extent. After some quick tests, it's pretty obvious that the adapter itself works nicely as it should. With normal usage, I'm able to simply display what I'm doing on my iPhone on the TV. I normally use the Apple Digital AV adapter with the TV for watching movies, watching long YouTube videos, or playing an iOS game on the big screen. However, other people might have different uses for a product like this, so when it comes to mirroring your iOS device onto your TV, it's very self-explanatory. That would be the one only thing a regular consumer could use it for, mirroring your iPhone onto the big screen. Now for those of you who are initially looking for an adapter like this to hook your iOS device to a capture card, let me explain why you would want this, but let me go out of topic really quick. First of all, if you have some kind of Apple computer, like for example I have a MacBook Pro, you already have a way to record your iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch using QuickTime. You'll get footage that has the same resolution as the device itself, but at 24 frames per second. Using QuickTime to record the screen of my iPhone 6 Plus, I get 1080p HD video at 24 frames per second. Now when I use the Apple Digital AV adapter and connect it to my Elgato Game Capture HD60, which is capable of recording footage up to 60 frames per second, I get that same full 1080p HD video but at 60 frames per second. I've made one quick test and some footage of my setup, so check it out really quick. Anyway, let's wrap things up here. This Lightning to HDMI adapter from Apple is extremely expensive, especially for those of you who would only use this adapter for mirroring your display to your TV. On the contrary, I have a different opinion for people who want to make iOS gaming videos or something. If you have a MacBook or any type of Apple computer really, then you already have the capability of recording your iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch, but at 24 frames per second. For people making very basic YouTube videos or something, it's very minimal but completely acceptable. However, some of you guys like to make gaming videos, and achieving that whopping 60 frames per second is a requirement for people like them. Personally, I'm part of that group. So if you're willing to spend about $50 for that sexy 60 frames per second, then this might be something to consider. With that being said, is it worth buying? It really depends on you, so I'll let you figure it out. There isn't a direct yes or no answer to this question, but if I had to give an answer, I would have to say no. It's not worth buying. It's just way too expensive, and it's not something I would think an average iPhone user would ever need badly. I would tell you to just save your money and buy something else with your $50. Get yourself a milkshake or something, really. You deserve it for not wasting your money on this product.